It's a new year and it's a new me. It's a new you. It just became 2024. And if you're watching this video, I assume that you've had some New Year's resolution to change your life, to completely improve your life over the next year. So in 2025, you'll walk in more muscular, more aesthetic, richer, healthier, smarter, better friends, just a better you, let's say. However, if you just go about like everyone else goes about improving their life, which is just making a big change, like completely going on a crash diet or deciding to spend 6 hours in the gym for 7 days a week, you're gonna fail. You're gonna give up after 2 weeks, just like everyone else does. New Year's revolutions are given up after I think like 2 weeks at the most. After 2 weeks, 50% of people have already given up. After a month, like 100% of people have given up. So if you want to actually change your life, it's not doing this huge 180 change your entire life immediately, because you'll fail. It's not sustainable. It's not buying a course. It's not watching YouTube videos that say you can completely change your life in a month. I know I've done that. However, if you go onto a video and you think that just watching that video is what's going to get you to completely change your life immediately, it's not going to work. Watching a few videos or saying a few catchphrases like "who's going to carry the boats" is not going to fix your life. What actually will change your life and improve your life is making small changes and making the difficult choice to sacrifice comfort every day. Don't choose to do the comfortable thing that you would have done in the past. Choose to do the activity that will result in you becoming better. When you wake up early in the morning, you can either choose to get out of bed and start on your morning routine, or you can just go back to sleep and lie in. When you get up, you can choose to go to the gym, or you could play an hour of video games to start the day off slowly. You could choose to read a book or scroll on social media, scroll on Instagram and TikTok. You choose to do some work, or you could choose to watch some YouTube videos or a movie. Improving your life is about making these choices. It's about seeing the two choices and making the productive one. In the past, I've overcomplicated self-improvement so much. But simply, if you just boil it down to it, it's that choosing to do the right thing every day. Because if you choose to go to the gym every day for a year, you will gain a substantial amount of muscle mass, versus if you chose to play video games every day of that year instead. If you chose to read a book instead of doing something else like playing video games or scrolling social media, you'll become a lot more intelligent and be able to speak much more eloquently when you talk. If you choose to do the hard, productive things, if you choose to sacrifice the short-term comfort in exchange for the long-term benefits of self-improvement and improving your life holistically, then there's no other option to you than to improve. If you just choose to do the right thing every day and just stick with that for a long time, there's no way you could fail. As long as you go for long enough and you don't give up prematurely, there is no way that you will not improve yourself. Now, you might not go from like a 1 to a 10 in 2024. A lot of people will overestimate what they can do in a year and underestimate what they can do in 5 years, in 10 years, in 20 years. I think especially because of the internet, a lot of people think in such short terms. However, if you're like my age, so if you're a teenager, early 20s, late 20s, you have so much of your life ahead of you. You literally have decades ahead of you to live. So you could be very lucky and achieve all you want in a year. However, if you just continue doing the right habits, doing the right thing, choosing to sacrifice the short-term comfort in exchange for the long-term benefit, it might take you 5 years, it might take you 10 years, but you will get it. If you just keep going to the gym, there's no way that you will not build a fantastic body. If you go to the gym 6 days a week, you train to fail, you train intensely, you eat the right food, you bulk, you cut, you get enough sleep, you get enough protein, you get enough water, there is no other option to you than to have a muscular and aesthetic body by the end of the 10 years. if you work on your business, if you work on your skills, as long as you keep on doing it for a long enough time, there's no other option than you being a success. There's no other option. As long as you do the right things for a long enough time period, you will get it. Like, so many people just have this really like loser mentality that like, oh, I won't go to gym because it'll take me too long to achieve my dream body. I won't start the business because it could take me 10 years to build. I won't start the YouTube channel because like in my first year of doing it, I could only get like a few hundred subscribers. I won't read books because it takes too long to read them. I won't do this because it takes too long. And they don't realize that the time is going to go by anyway. I saw this quote from Jim Rohn, and it said, the amazing thing about life is that you're all in. Because you're going to die at the end. You're not getting out of it alive. So you might as well just go all in. Like, the people that you're scared will judge you, they are way too concerned with themselves. You overestimate how much people care about your life, because inside we're all so self-obsessed about ourselves that like, unless it's like your immediate family, like your mother or your father, they don't really care about what you do. They might make jokes, they might make observations or comments, but none of that really matters. It's like I've been criticized for doing these YouTube videos, and I still do them, and I still love doing them. I still enjoy doing them because I see the benefit that it brings to both me and to you watching. Like, I've been criticized for meditating. I've been criticized for going to the gym. I've been criticized for reading books, for just being on self-improvement at all. You're going to be criticized, but it doesn't really matter, because since we're all in, you might as well just go all in with all your chips and not just hold back because, oh, if I go all in, then they might judge me for it. Yeah, people might judge you, but what's the alternative? You hold back your chips, and then when you're 70 years old and you're old, you just look back at your life and you think, oh, if I had gone all in when I was in my teenage years or in my 20s or in my 30s, I could be living my dream life. I could have lived so much better. I could have had so many more experiences and memories, and I could be living so much better now. That's my ultimate nightmare, is the fact that you look back at your past self and think, I could have been so great. I could have done so much, and I didn't. And I chose to not do it because I was worried of people who I didn't even care for thought about me. People who I didn't know after 10 years. Because the friends you have, some of them you might know your whole life, but a lot of them will come and go. So why do you care about what they think of you? So if you want to be this new year, new me, make the small change. Make the small routine. And then every month, as you gain more success in that habit, you will become much more confident and much more disciplined in your ability. For example, in January, don't aim to do going to the gym, reading books, like meditating, working on a new business. If you are used to doing nothing productive, focus on going to the gym every day. Maybe not every day, take rest days as well. But like, focus on becoming disciplined in going to the gym and like getting your diet and your sleep on point. Then after that, you can focus, maybe in February, focus on, so going to the gym is going well. Now I'm gonna try read like 20 pages of a book at least a day. And then the next month, you can focus, I'm gonna do 10 minutes meditation. Now, of course, you don't have to do it like in monthly intervals, but just take small changes. So like in the first month, say, I'm going to implement this good habit and get rid of this bad habit. I'm going to start going to the gym, and since I'm going to the gym for like an hour a day, I can't play video games every day then. Then next month, I'll put in meditation, take out watching porn or something. Put in reading, take out scrolling on social media for too long. Put in working on a business or starting a YouTube channel or learning skills or whatever self-improvement habit it is, and take out something destructive that is not doing you any favors. If you want to walk into 2025 as a new version of yourself, as a better version of yourself, if you want to completely radicalize and revolutionize your life and completely create a new version of yourself, your best version, take the baby steps. Because if you start sprinting, yeah, you'll feel so productive, and then you'll instantly crash and burn after 2 weeks after you suddenly realize, oh, none of this stuff is working, so it must be fake. Self-improvement must be a scam, so I'm not going to do it anymore. Because I think that's what happens with so many people. They put all this hope into, like, I'm going to grow, I'm going to gain big biceps in 2 weeks. And then they suddenly realize, oh, I've gone to gym consistently for these 2 weeks and my muscles are the same size as they were before. Going to the gym must not work. Like, everyone must be on steroids. Like, the only way to build a good body must be through steroids. And they'll just quit. Doing it quickly will get you fast, but you'll quit early. Just take the slow steps. Focus on getting one good habit and become disciplined in that. And then once you become disciplined in implementing that into your life, then you can start adding in more and more and more. And if you've already been on self-improvement, just continue doing that. Like, I assume if you're watching this video, I hope at least you're going to the gym consistently. Well, maybe start like reading books. It's like throughout the whole time I've been running this self-improvement channel, I have not been reading books consistently. It's been saying that, like, with so much like technology, like social media and all that, it's very easy for me to become like, oh, I don't want to spend like an hour reading a book. Like, a loser mindset was like, oh, that's so boring, I don't want to do that. But I started reading How to Win Friends and Influence People, and it's given me so much motivation, so much ideas, and it's just taught me so much. That's like, okay, now I'm gonna start doing this much more often. I'm trying to like read a book for at least like half an hour-ish a day. And I bet that's going to improve my life. I can use the ideas that I learn, put them into these videos, improve the videos as well. That'll help improve your life. It's like, basically, pick up a new habit and get rid of a bad one. I think that's the whole gist of self-improvement, is just replacing bad habits with good habits, replacing the comfort with sacrifice. Like, the comfort it'll make you feel good in the short term, but will destroy your life in the long term, whilst it's vice versa for the sacrifice. It'll be difficult, it'll be hard, it'll be painful in the short term. However, in the long term, it will lead to you living a life that you can be proud of, becoming a man that you are proud of being. Like, you won't have the problem of being depressed or having anxiety or having any of these issues, because you know that you have done something amazing. You have become much better, and you've just become the best version of yourself. So if you are trying to like change your life in 2024, if you're trying to go from there to there, I wish you the best of luck. And if you want to stick around with this channel, I promise you I'll be uploading the most valuable content that I possibly can. Because this year, like, I know it's kind of cringe to say like new year, new me, but it does feel like a resurgence, like a chance for you to just grow and focus a lot more. Like, throughout 2023, I believe that was I think it was a productive year for me. I think it was a turning point. I had to deal with a lot of stuff, but I think I came out of it stronger. I've grown physically, mentally, spiritually. So I was very happy of that year. I think it was more of a comeback, if anything. And I'm looking forward to 2024, where I can finally just start working as hard as I possibly can on these videos, on myself, just trying to become the best version, refusing to take excuses, because I think that's what's been holding me back for so long. And if you feel the same, I would really appreciate if you like the video and subscribe to the channel to support a small, unconventional self-improvement YouTuber, and like really support self-improvement as a whole. I think in 2024, like, self-improvement is growing, and that's absolutely incredible. And if we can just continue that growth, it'll be so great. I'm flexing so much now. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.